And we're live.
Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thanks for joining me today as we uncover the mysteries of the Mandela effect itself and find out the true meaning of it all. We must discover what is really happening, what is really going on, to change these things that we know and hold dear to us. And let us help others discover the meaning of the Mandela effect, how it affects them, and the price of milk. Thank you. And be sure to hit the like and subscribe down below.
All right, well, welcome everyone to another exciting Mandela Effect show. We've got a lot to talk about, and we're going to get right to it. But first, we kind of wanted to get a few callers in here. So tonight's show is going to be more of a call-in show, and we're thinking about going back to the old way of doing things, where we have 1 week where we do strictly call-ins, and then on the other week we're going to do where you guys have new effects presented, and we may do a little bit of both here in tonight's show. So without any further ado, is there anybody in the chat that would like to phone in? Let me just get out of this full screen. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Brian, do I sound okay?
Yeah, you sound great.
Okay, good. I'm not on the headphone either. Which is funny. I'm sitting in my living room, so differing acoustics.
Hey, what's up, Jeff? How's it going, brother?
Oh, have Jeff come in.
Yep. Jeff says hi, Brian. Hi, Teresa. We have KP.
Hi, Jeff.
Hey, the one.
You gonna pull up the call-up number?
Yeah, let me bring that up. So
Esther is speaking to you. Can we read it?
And the topics that we want to talk about. Okay, we don't want to focus in on what's going on in the specifically with the war, but we do want to pray for those people that's happening to right now, especially all over Europe. We definitely need to pray for those people. Yeah, it's kind of tragic, but yeah, we'll our topics are going to be. Let's talk about your Mandela effect experiences, guys. So we want to hear about your either your I guess awakening moment, I guess, or however you came to the Mandela effect, or
our personal ones too, Brian. People have personal ones.
Maybe some difficulties or challenges you've had with the Mandela effect. We want to hear from you. And let me post that number in the chat, okay?
You can announce it too.
Yeah, it's 850-764-1552.
Jeff, go ahead and call in if you feel like it, or anybody.
Okay, numbers in the chat. Yep, it's going to be a great show. We got plenty of Mandela effects to cover, but we kind of while we're I guess waiting on Sandy, we want to bring in a couple callers.
And we got some rewinds too that probably's never been seen here, right, Brian?
Yeah, at least not on this channel, because I did take a little break. If you guys don't recall, some of you who are new here, I've been doing the show for about 5 years now, close to it, and I did take a break for about a year because I was doing my studies. But yeah, I came back, I guess in 2020, right? 2020.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah. So it's between 2019 and 2020. So we're going to be covering those effects, and a lot of those might be new to you guys.
Yeah.
So, and Teresa, did you handpick the best ones from there by chance?
Did you want me to?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. I mean, I can cover them. I can cover them all from top to bottom. There's a lot of them.
Why don't you pick the ones you think that people are going to like? You know what I mean? There's so many of them.
Okay.
We'll let you pick them. It's your show, Brian. You do what you want to do. But like we said, a lot of these were probably shown on Curse's channel and possibly on Scarab's channel. So a lot of you that might or might not have seen them, we're going to show them here. So they might look familiar to you and they might not look familiar to you. So we'll see. But they're good ones. And they'll probably even surprise Brian too, right, Brian?
I'm sure. Like it's almost like a birthday present. Like I
Yeah.
have yet to open these. Like I have not opened these folders yet.
I
So
called them when I was posting in my group about the show tonight. I called them rewinds.
well, you call them rewinds as well.
Yeah, because you
Did you
either
know?
seen them or you didn't
You
see them.
realize? Did you realize the title of this YouTube video was called Mandela Rewinds? Did you realize that?
No, I didn't. What a coincidence.
I think it's a
Yeah.
synchronicity. I don't know.
Brian and I have synchronicities a lot. It's crazy that we've had them over the years, right, Brian? It's just crazy. Kind of trips me out.
Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, I like your picture
No.
though. Where was that taken?
Which picture?
Your screen picture that you have
Oh, you're gonna laugh. I was at Target and I was eating some hot dogs and I took a selfie.
there.
I literally was sitting at Target. You can see behind me the background there. It was sitting like in the snack area, and then I added the little sparkles myself. But yeah, I was sitting at Target. I love their hot dogs. Yeah.
What kind of hot dogs are they? Did you ever ask them what
No, they never told me. I think it's a secret.
might be? Could it be Nathan's? Like
It
Nathan's
could
does really
be.
good.
Next time I go, well, now they're not doing it now because of the whole, you know what, the whole C thing. Now you want to hear crazy? None of the snack bars are open now. You want to know what they do with that area? Now they're like for Amazon people getting their Amazon packages. Oh yeah, I haven't found one Target that has a snack bar now. They're all used for Amazon. I miss it too. Yep, they've been converted.
Yeah, in fact, I just what's funny is I go to my Target here close to where I live,
Yeah,
and I see all these tents up everywhere, like they're
yeah,
storage tents,
yeah,
and I was wondering, are they building like a new store? But no, it looks like they're revamping the Target that's already there. And I'm like, that
yeah.
Target was already good, like what
Did
are they
you
gonna
happen
put
to notice if they had a snack bar at your Target? Because I used to get popcorn too. They had caramel and regular. I missed all that.
Yeah, I know. I miss that too.
I know. That was before the C. You know what I mean? Before.
Walmart used to have something similar to that, and then they went to Subways, or whatever
We don't
McDonald's.
even have any, Brian. We used to have a McDonald's, and when the McDonald's left, now it's like the area is used for like the self shopping where people go. The people go shop for you, and then they're using that whole area for that. Everything's all about pull up and get your groceries, and you don't even have to go inside now. That's all it is now. Everybody wants to get their groceries in their car. You know,
Yes,
I
that's
don't
how
see
it
as many
is.
people shopping either, Brian. When I go to Walmart, I don't see as many people. Most people are either ordering from home or they just sit in the car and pick up their food. Yeah, they've lost a lot of people who come in. I've noticed that.
Mhm. Yeah, well, I get it.
Yeah. We gonna have anybody call in? Jeff, why don't you call in? Is he still there? Brian? Brian, are you still there? Hmm. Hello? Brian, can you hear me? Oh Lord. Well, it looks like we lost Brian. I think he got kicked out. Can anybody hear me at least? I want to make sure. Anybody, can you hear me? Just say yes or no. Oh no. Brian's computer said it crashed. That's not good. Let me look in my Facebook group and see if there's any Mandela effects I can talk about. Let me go look. Well, I'm here by myself. And welcome everyone for coming. Let's see. I'm gonna look for any Mandela effects.
Mother meets
See here. And if you're interested in joining my group while I'm here, it's called Mandela Reality Residue Hunters. And if you do just decide to join, please answer all the questions and you will get left in. Brian? Can't hear you.
There we go.
Brian.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I was just looking for Mandela effects in my group. I was trying to kill some time. I'm like, okay.
You guys know that this sometimes happens on my show. My computer randomly crashes, and we used to say it was related to the AI.
Yeah.
It's just weird that my computer only crashes when I'm doing my shows. It
No.
is strange. So, anyways.
It's like the AI knows what's going on. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey, Jeff, why don't you go ahead and call in? You want to give the number out again? Brian?
Yeah, I had to report this crash.
Okay, the phone number is 850-764-1552. Again, the call-in number is 850-764-1552. We'd love to hear from you if you want to call in. Jeff, we're waiting for you. Please call in. Brian, make sure you have your phone there.
Yeah, it's up.
I think Jeff's going to call in. Please, pretty please. Sandy will be with us soon. And then we'll get started with the Mandela effects, the rewinds and the new ones and some good stuff there. And I think we got some residue too, somewhere in there.
Okay, I think Jeff is calling my cell phone.
Oh.
Jeff, you have to call the number that's in the chat.
You're not a cell phone. Call 850-764-1552, Jeff. It's just funny he's calling your cell phone.
Come on, mouse, wake up.
Is he going to call the number?
Yeah, there we go. My mouse falls asleep. Okay, there we go. All right,
Okay.
Come on, Jeff. Call the number.
Does he need it again?
It's in the chat. I don't know, Jeff. Can you see the chat there?
I'll repeat it again. Jeff, 850-764-1552. You got it?
Yep, there it goes.
There you go. Thank you.
Hey, Jeff.
Yay!
Not much, you?
Not much.
What's up, Jeff?
Again.
Yeah, same here, man. So what's been going on this week for you?
Not a whole lot. Just working, checking out Mandela effects, working some more.
Yeah, well, they don't seem to be going away. You know, some of these effects just keep hitting, and so what? Any ones you in particular that you noticed?
Yeah, I noticed the spelling of I don't know how you pronounce it, Kiev.
Dan did that one.
Changed.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Scarab did that one a while back. I know because I hunted residue for him.
Yeah, is it the spelling of the capital?
Yes, yeah. Dan found that one. Trust me,
Yeah,
I did a lot of hunting for it. But yeah, you
I
can
always
ask
thought it
Sandy
was
about
I
that
always
one.
thought it was KIE.
I know it's a weird one.
Yeah, that's
KIEV.
what I thought.
There
That's
is
so
tons of
weird.
residue out there. I know that.
Oh yeah, there's lots of residue. Actually, Brian Stabley was covering it the other day, and he was showing
Oh,
tons.
he was? Yeah, Dan. Like I said, Dan found it a couple months ago. I remember that a couple months back. Sandy remembers it too because I was mentioning it to her, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I found residue for Dan. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of residue for that one.
Oh, there's plenty. Yeah, I don't like the way it's spelled now.
Me either. It's weird.
Very weird. Well, how's the weather where you're at?
It's hard to know like which ones were covered and which ones weren't. There's so many all the
I
time.
know.
Yeah,
That
I
happens.
know.
That happens to us all the time. Like I'll find one, and then Brian will be like, "Oh, we covered that months ago," and then vice versa. And Sandy will do the same thing to me, and I'll be like, "Okay." It's impossible. Brian was going to try to make a what was that called? You were going to try to keep track of all of them, Brian, like a master.
Like a master database.
I told him good luck with that one.
Yeah.
It's too far gone now.
Like I understand like SQL language, but I don't know how it works with PHP and all that and setting it up on a website.
Mm-hmm.
But what I can do is just make one big long HTML page.
Yeah.
If that would work, because you could always hit Control F and find whatever effect.
You mean like do like a search, maybe like you say Fruit Loops, FRUIT, and or just put in fruit and anything to do with fruit would come up like that?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking I wanted to do that for the longest time because there was just no way of tracking them other than
There might be a website out there with the list of them. I swear I saw them somewhere. You know, I don't know.
I have it. I have it saved to my phone.
Oh, you do?
But there is one for that has like it was over 5,000 listed.
Ooh, maybe you can forward it to Brian. That's a good way to start. Maybe forward it to him.
Yeah, I will.
Give you a little bit of a jump start. Mm-hmm.
Well, and
idea.
there's apps out there too. There's
Mm-hmm.
there's an Android app called Mandela.
Mm-hmm.
I just had it open.
Hey, John Nada.
It's called ME Library. It's available on the App Store, Android App Store. Which has
John Nada wants to know what the URL is. I think what you found, Jeff.
Yeah, what's the URL?
Let me see if I could find that real quick.
Oh, that would be awesome. Thank you. Maybe Brian can bring it up and show it. It's okay. Yeah, I knew there was one out there. It's just been a long time since I've seen it, you know.
Yeah.
So my mom, she said she was doing a crossword puzzle, and in there it was talking about how Willy Wonka says what, to Charlie Bucket when he loses. I guess he says it's something about it's clear as what? It's right there in the fine print. It's clear as
day.
Well, I remember clear as crystal, and so does my mom. And then in the crossword, the answer was mud. Like clear as mud does not make sense.
What? No.
Yeah.
Tell your mom to post that in the group.
I went back and watched the clip that she sent me, and of course, in the clip it says clear as crystal. So just make sure that doesn't change.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I remember clear as crystal as well.
You do, you remember when Charlie Bucket and his grandpa, they violated the policy, I guess, because they went up on the ceiling and the fizzy lifting drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Hey Brian, Sandy said she's uploading and she'll be joining us shortly, okay?
Yeah, sure, that's fine. We still have a lot to cover, but real
Yeah.
quick, so this is we're kind of breaking the ice a little bit here with Jeff. I'm glad Jeff called in. Thank you. Um,
Yeah, thanks
Yes.
for having me.
Thank you.
did you get to tell the audience last time your backstory? Like, because everybody has a backstory with the Mandela effect. Did you get to tell everyone how you came into contact with it
I don't think you did.
and like?
No, and I'd like to because it's
Go ahead.
interesting. I think like how it happened to me, and it took so long. It's weird that I didn't even hear the term for so many years until 2020, and I noticed Mandela effects before that. I noticed Skechers in like the mid 2000s changed, and that freaked me out. I'm like, wait, how could I have gotten that wrong? There was a T. I know there was a T. I noticed Febreze changed in around 2005 for me. I noticed a lot of other weird anomalies that I just like kind of blew off. But what really got me was the Charles Schultz one. I noticed that in 2014, and I was freaking out because I was Googling Peanuts DVDs, and then I saw his name spelled wrong, or what I thought was wrong. And I'm like, Schultz? No, it was Schultz. I remembered it with the T very clearly, and so did everybody I know, pretty much. I mean, that one got me, but I still didn't know about the Mandela effect. I just thought, what is going on here? And it bothered me all these years, but I never really, gave it much thought after that. And then what happened was in 2020, I saw a comment on a Facebook post, an 80s page, was talking about a TV show I used to watch. And in the comments, somebody said, I'm having a Mandela effect moment with this. And I'm like, what? What does that mean?
What?
So I Googled it, and I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. And all the like surface level stuff that they show came up, with Berenstein Bears and the Monopoly guy and Curious George's Tale. And I'm checking this out, and I'm blown away by all of it because I was affected by every single one I saw except for Mandela. I remember Mandela getting released from prison around like 89 or 90 or something. I don't remember him dying in prison. So I don't have that effect. But I am affected by just about every one except for that, and Jiffy doesn't affect me. I remember Jiff. But like every other one affected me. And then I kept digging deeper into it. And then I kind of forgot about it again for a couple weeks. And then one night I Googled, I wanted to check out this special I saw about, they were talking about the world was going to end in 2012. And I was going to check out the special to kind of, laugh at it and stuff and see what they were saying, because obviously it didn't happen, or did it? But, and that's when I came up on the Mandela effect again. And I didn't find the special I was looking for, but I found all this Mandela effect stuff that I didn't see the first time. And one of them was the Statue of Liberty being on Liberty Island, not Ellis Island like I remembered. And I was there. I'm from New Jersey. I lived in New Jersey the first 37 years of my life. I went on a class trip in 1992, and we went to the Statue of Liberty. It was on Ellis Island. There was no Liberty Island. This I'm sure of. And then I found out about the Black Tom thing with the torch not having access since 1916. And I'm like, no, that's not right. I was in the torch with my classmates. I was in the torch. We went in the torch, and they went into the crown. I did not go with them into the crown, but I do remember going into the torch. So I knew that was wrong. And it freaked me out. I spent like 3 nights on the couch just looking this stuff up. I couldn't sleep. I was freaked out by this whole phenomenon, and I just couldn't stop looking stuff up, finding websites, finding videos, finding content creators, and anything I could find on this because I was so freaked out. And Berenstein Bears, of course, freaked me out too. There's no way it was Berenstain, because if it was Berenstain, my sense of humor, the way I am, my sick mind, I would have definitely made jokes about it being stained. I remember the conversations that I had with people. Was it pronounced Steen or Stein? Why would we have had those conversations if there was an A in it? We wouldn't have. It wouldn't have made any sense. So, that got me. And, so many of them got me. And then I came across the Thinker statue one. And that got me because I remember his fist to his forehead. I don't remember the fist under the chin, and I certainly don't remember it the way it is now, where it looks like he's chewing on his knuckles and his right leg is in a weird position, and it just looks so wrong to me now.
Yeah, he looks so contorted.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was just saying he looks all contorted the way he is now, the Thinker statue.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. I know it was not that way. It's just crazy.
But there's residue out there. If you go to the Will Ferrell, he did a skit on it, I think on Saturday Night Live, where he actually places his fist to his forehead. He says, "This is the thinker and this is the stinker."
I gotta look that up.
Yeah, I don't know if I could show maybe I could show a picture of it real quick where I could show you guys.
I gotta look that one up.
I can find a
There's no
picture.
way you would have done that if that's not what it was. And then I came across that picture where everybody's posing in front of it, like there's a whole group of people posing in front of it with their fist to their forehead. And the statue, of course, does not have it that way. That picture freaks me out. You guys ever seen that picture? I'm sure you have.
Wait, which one?
Which one, Jeff?
There's a whole group of people are posing in front of the Thinker statue the wrong way.
Yes, I've seen that one. It's an awesome one.
Yeah. I use that picture to wake people up.
I'm trying to find a picture where I could show you guys.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. I've actually been able to wake up a lot of people to this. Most people I know never heard of it either until I said it to them, until I showed them. And some have, but they only knew about like the Berenstein Bears and the Monopoly guy. I showed them the other stuff. And most people I know, they don't tell me I'm crazy. They don't tell me I'm wrong. They're affected too. So I'm lucky. I have a lot of people that agree with me that I can talk to about it. But then there's a lot of people that just want to change the subject, or they only talk about it so much and then they stop. I like to talk about it a lot because to me it's the most important thing and the craziest thing that's ever happened.
Okay, so I have the clip here. Let me just show you guys. Where is it? I just had it. I can't play it because it's going to get copyright. I know it.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I found it. Okay, so let me just come on, wake up, mouse. There we go. All right, you guys see this? You guys see that? Look, that's Will Ferrell imitating the Thinker. That's what he remembers, and that's Residue. And you can look that up on YouTube. You see at the top left, Terrence Maddox in sculpture class, SNL.
Wow. Yep, he remembers it the way I do.
And I don't know who shared that residue with me, but it's really good residue. Might have been Teresa. I don't know.
I don't know, Brian. I don't remember.
So,
Oh,
like,
Jeff, you were talking about Skechers?
Yeah.
That was my wake up one. Total freaked me out.
Yeah, I remember you say that. I guess it technically was one of mine. I just didn't know what was going on. Not that we really do anyway, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, my Skechers right now are still sitting in my closet, and I'm scared of them.
I don't blame you. It's freaky. It really is. I actually told my mom about that one recently, and she was affected by it as well. She remembers the tea.
Even some employees would probably remember him.
I got to tell you guys something. It's kind of personal for me.
Go ahead.
The one that freaks me out more than any of them and drives me absolutely insane is the Ed McMahon one. I hate it because he worked for Publishers Clearinghouse. I know he did, and those commercials with him with AFP are so freaky. It's almost like they're really trying to convince us that that's who he worked for. I'm not buying it.
I agree.
It's ridiculous.
Me neither. No, he worked for them. Wow.
Yeah, and the reason I say it's personal is because I like nostalgia. I'm big on nostalgia. I collect a lot of old TV shows. I collect a lot of old classic commercials. I just like to do that for nostalgic purposes. I just enjoy it. And I had DVDs with the Publishers Clearinghouse Ed McMahon commercials on them. And when I found out about this, I went to check the ones that was on, and of course it was gone. And in some cases it was replaced with the AFP, and I was freaked out. I couldn't believe it.
Hey, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to send you something that I posted in my group a long time ago. It has to do with Publishers Clearinghouse. You want to hear something really cool, Jeff?
Yeah.
Okay, probably around 6-7 years ago. This is maybe further back than that. They had an event here in Las Vegas, where I live at the Rio Hotel. You ready to hear this? This is really going to trip you out.
Yeah.
It was a private event, and it had to do with memories of the when he was on Ed McMahon, when he was on what do you call it, the Tonight Show. And they sent out invitations, and they were doing descriptions. Guess what was on the invitations? You ready to see this? I'm going to send them to Brian. I'm going to let Brian show them, okay? Guess what the invitation said?
Yeah.
Publishers Clearinghouse. I'm not even kidding. These were sent out to thousands of people. I'm going to send it to Brian, and I'm going to have him show it. I want you to see it, okay? There were actual invitations describing him, Ed McMahon, and it even mentions Publishers Clearinghouse on these invitations that were made from the Rio Hotel.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna send them to Brian. Brian, just give me a minute. I'm gonna go into Facebook and get them. Okay, and you're gonna freak out, Jeff. Okay.
I can't wait to see this.
Oh yeah, let me go get them right now. And Brian, just give me a few minutes. I'm gonna go get them. Okay. Okay. Keep an eye out. Hold on.
And Brian, I thought that was a good one you found the other day.
Which one?
With the Daughtry song, because I remembered the way you did. It took me a minute.
Yeah. So the song. What was the name of the song again?
What was the name of it?
Was it? No, it wasn't Home. It was the other one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the other one. I'm getting bad with names as I get older. Let's see.
That's not helping our credibility, is it?
No, not really.
Hey, Sandy, welcome. Welcome on the show here.
Hi, I'm trying to get
Glad
something
you could
from
join
my
us.
email. So
Hi,
I'm supposed to
Sandy.
get muted for a minute. Hi. Hi, Jeff. I'm gonna be muted just for a minute. I gotta get something from. I'm trying to get a video clip from an email. Residue for the show tonight.
Okay. That's fine, Sandy. The name of the song is Over You.
Over You, that's right. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Not long time ago. That was the lyric.
Now it says long time ago, which is weird.
Yeah, that sounded foreign to me. And actually, my fiance knows this. That it's a change too. She remembered it the way we did.
Okay, so Teresa noticed something. She's going to try to send me something in just a second here.
You're gonna freak out when you see this, Brian. Hold on, I'm sending
So,
you. I'm sending. Yeah, just like, here they're coming. They're coming.
Can we talk about this one?
Yeah, go ahead. This is the awesome residue, Jeff. Wait till you see this.
So without
read my post first, so you describes it.
Okay, so without showing anything on the screen, can you guys picture Flo from Progressive?
I just found that, Sandy.
Yeah, Teresa just found this one.
Now
I saw
Flo
the messages.
from Progressive.
She changed?
Yeah, I was watching a commercial. And I have my TV here, but you don't hear it. They showed a mole on her face, like clear as day. What? Yeah, it's on her left side of her mouth. I just seen it. I was trying to rewind CNN, and I should have taken a picture of it. Yeah, they showed a mole right on her face.
You know who else has one of those same moles?
Yep, Marilyn Monroe.
Well, that and what's that general?
Cindy Crawford too.
Grant. You know Grant, who's on the $50 bill.
Oh yeah.
If you look at Ulysses S. Grant, he has a mole now on his face.
Yep. Brian, I sent you the post and the pictures. Jeff, you're going to be blown away by this.
Okay, I'll bring up an image. You fast forwarded the commercial, Teresa?
I can't. It won't work. For some reason, it won't let me do it. I was trying to rewind it. It won't let me do it on. If the commercial comes up again, I'll have my phone ready. Okay.
Yeah, but Ulysses S. Grant has a similar feature on his face.
Brian, read my post first and then show the pictures. It'll kind of explain better.
What post?
The one I sent you. Yeah, see the screenshot?
Yeah, the one in the group?
Yeah, go ahead and see the screenshot. I sent it to you and I sent you the residues. You're going to freak out, Jeff. Go ahead. You see it? Scroll to the top.
I'm looking. It opens it up to your main page.
No. Scroll up further. Hold on.
What I'm seeing here is from 2018.
Yes. Just read it.
Something about the Tonight Show.
Just you want me to read it, or you want me to read it?
Go ahead and read it if you don't mind.
Okay. I posted this residue in December 11th, 2018. I said, I'm very excited about brand new 1000% residue I found for Ed McMahon, published Clearinghouse. Back on June 24th to 26th, 2005, there was a special event called Memories of the Tonight Show. It was held at the Rio Hotel located in Las Vegas, Nevada, where I live at. There was tons of invitations that were mailed out to many people all over the world to see if they wanted to attend this special event. If you look on the attached invitation, it clearly says Pitchman for Publishers Clearinghouse. I was in total shock when I found this residue. Wow. And I want you to zoom in on this, Brian.
Oh, my God.
I found this and I'll never forget this residue. This is the best residue ever. Look what it says. Zoom in, Brian. So they can read it. Why would they send out these invitations talking about him being, you see it?
It's a little bit blurry.
No, I
I
sent
gotta
you a
say
better
it's with
picture.
my
I
eyes.
sent you better pictures. Go down. I sent you another picture of it. Better. Keep going.
Okay, hold on.
Keep going. Yeah, there's a better picture. Just for that one page.
Wait. Okay.
You see it?
Yes. You guys see that?
Yeah, zoom in on that. You see
Wait.
it? There you go.
On this one?
Um, you see it?
There we go.
Yeah,
Keep going. It's there, Brian. Keep going. There you go, right there.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
lot better.
there it is. See it? Read what
Yeah.
it says. Read what it says.
It says here 30 years as announcer and right hand man of the undisputed king of late night television has made Ed McMahon a household name and a beloved American icon. Ed first began working with Johnny Carson in 1958 with the game show Who Do You Trust? McMahon is also well known as co host with Dick Clark of TV's Bloopers. Just making sure that doesn't change.
Sandy, there's your TV bloopers.
And Practical Jokes
Yeah, it was.
on NBC.
It did. It Brian. It was TV bloopers and practical
Oh,
jokes.
wow.
Now it's TVs.
Yeah.
TVs, yeah. Do you remember reading that? Was it TV bloopers when you read that?
Yeah, that changed. And keep reading the rest of this, what it says.
Yeah, so it says there, McMahon is well known as co-host with Dick Clark of TV's Bloopers and Practical Jokes on NBC, the host of Star Search and the pitch man for the Publishers Clearinghouse.
Boom. On invitations. These were sent out. Tell me if that ain't good residue.
It
Look at
truly
Rio
is.
Hotel. Why would they put Publishers Clearinghouse on these invitations that were sent out to thousands of people for this event? Correct?
Exactly. Why would they get that wrong? They wouldn't.
Exactly. And there's my best residue I've ever had, and I treasure this residue. Seriously, I love it.
Wow, that is.
Why would the Rio do that?
Great residue.
How many of you guys have seen the $50 bill? Like, I think everybody pretty much has. I do not remember this pimple that's on Ulysses S. Grant's face. I do not.
Hey, wizardry.
Never there.
But yeah, they clearly showed her mole on her face,
All right,
Brian, on the commercial. Like I'm like, no way.
That to me? Did you send that to me yet?
I'm waiting for the commercial to come up again, but they showed it. I was like, no way.
Okay, should I just pull up a random commercial then for her? Like Flo?
The one they just showed was a lady coming to the door.
Teresa,
oh God, I wish I could figure out which
should
one it
find
was.
all
What?
Teresa, to see if it's a change, we should check other commercials.
And, oh, was it the one with the baby? Was it the one with the baby?
Yes.
I found it.
Yes. Wait till you see it. Yeah, you're gonna have. Yeah, there's a mole there now. I'm not even kidding.
Hold on. Let me.
Yeah.
We doing progressive.
Okay, so we're talking about moles here.
Let me
Are
see
you
if
talking
this
about
is it.
progressive commercials?
Yeah, this is the Progressive commercial.
Is that it?
She said
Yeah,
Geico.
that's
what I was
it.
checking.
That's it. Zoom in on her face and the other one's face. Yeah, you're gonna have to zoom in. That's it.
I don't know if it'll let me zoom in. I'm
I
trying.
know. I'm sorry.
But it's pretty
Yeah.
obvious. Like that's scary looking.
You see it? See it?
Yeah,
On
she
the
wasn't
left, right below her nose.
I see that right there.
That was
Right
not there. She never had a mole. And look how, look. I'm sitting there looking at my TV going, nope, that shouldn't be there. That's new.
Do you remember that at all, Jeff?
Nope.
I do not.
Guys,
That
it's
was,
not in the older ones.
No. She just
No,
didn't
I'm
grow a
telling
mole,
you.
did she? What?
No, they may have drawn it on. The ones from 4 years ago, she doesn't have a mole.
The ones from when?
I don't think it's the new Mandela.
4 years ago, there is no mole. They
right, show
probably
me.
drew it on.
You think so?
2018.
I am trying. Hold on.
Unless there were a lot of makeup on her.
I
could
just
be a
know
lot of
people
makeup.
draw on freckles and moles and all sorts of stuff. So
Okay, well,
That's
here's
true.
one. Here's one from 2008. Let's see if she has a mole or not.
Yeah.
Maybe she has makeup on it. She may have makeup covering it. She does have it. There's makeup covering it.
No way.
I'm talking about in this commercial.
Yep.
Yeah, look.
It's
See?
really blurry. I need to find a different one.
I wish you could zoom in on it. I don't
Me too.
remember
That
the
was a
mole.
really old one.
Yeah, John Nada says there's tons of photos with no mole.
Oh, that was the same one I just pulled up.
Yeah.
My bad.
But that's the thing. The mole's got makeup on it, so the mole's the same color as her skin.
What do you think? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to call it a possible Emmy.
Commercial compilation.
Here, look. I got an old one where it's obvious. You ready? I have an
Yes.
old. I'm sending it to you, Brian.
Way. See,
You found
Sandy?
one?
See what I mean, though?
Oh wow.
You can never see her mole. That's what was crazy.
Yeah, I never saw it till now.
Exactly. And I'm sitting here looking at my TV going, why does she have a mole? You know?
And you see those commercials enough where you would think you would notice that it was there.
Oh, God, yeah. I noticed little things like that. Yeah, see, look. Can you zoom in on it, Brian?
Yeah, Sandy, that's the same picture I sent you guys.
Oh, I was looking for pictures. I didn't know you sent one.
Oh.
Yeah, I sent one to the group.
What do you think?
Yeah, that looks strange. Wasn't there before.
Yeah. Huh. That's funny. When you're not looking for Mandela effect, they pop up. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're like not looking for them, but when you're looking for them, you're like not seeing them. But it's like it just gets right in your face. Like, hey, notice me. You know?
There's one I noticed in a song. I'm not sure if it's a Mandela effect.
Uh-huh.
I'm right about it. I wanted to see what you guys thought. In the song "Born to Be Wild,"
Ah.
there's a lyric where I used to think he was saying, "We could fly so high, we never want to die," and now it's "climb so high." And I don't know if that's a change, but that's something that I noticed that sounded off to me when I heard the song.
Huh. What do you think, guys?
I did find Residue in a cover version.
Wow. Did you post it in my group? You can do a poll if you want. Like a poll?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll get the Residue together and I'll do the poll.
Yeah, feel free to do that. No problem.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So let's see. So Jeff, so your family, do they see the Mandela?
Yes. My mom is very affected. The Ed McMahon one drives her crazy, as it does me. She remembers Publishers Clearinghouse. She remembers getting the envelopes with the outline of the house with McMahon's face on it. I showed her the AFP commercials. She couldn't believe it. She said, "No way. That's ridiculous." She doesn't remember him doing that with Dick Clark either. The whole thing, she said, was just wrong. She's affected by the song "Memories," which is now "Memory," from Cats. She noticed that one herself and said it to me. And I'm like,
Oh.
"Yeah, that was covered." I know about that one.
Sandy, when did I do that one? The memories one, remember?
Yeah, I remember
God,
when
years
you
ago.
covered that.
No.
So, yeah, she's affected. My fiance is affected. My sisters believed me when I told them, and I showed them some stuff. So yeah, my family is definitely affected, and most of my friends are too. I've had very little pushback on this from people. People believe me. They remember the things that I do. But I have gotten one here or there that didn't want to talk about it, which annoyed me. I hate that. Because how could you not want to talk about it? Our
They're
reality
scared.
is changing
They're
around us,
scared.
and you don't want to talk about it? Crazy. But yeah, most people I know are pretty affected. And more people are starting to notice.
It's crazy how it just really like everything's changing. Like
Our whole reality is being rewritten, and people don't even realize it. It's crazy. I don't understand how someone can't notice. I mean, I noticed so many changes before I knew the term Mandela effect. I mean, I just thought it was like, they were changing it online, trying to fool us, that kind of thing at first. Until, got with the Skechers. That one freaked me out. But I didn't know what to make of it at first. But I mean, a lot of people, they just, for some reason, you tell them about it, and they either only want to talk about it so much and change the subject, or they don't want to talk about it at all. I'm lucky that my family and my close friends aren't like that, but I have come across a few people here and there that don't want to talk about it, which blows my mind. Oh, I have another story, actually. A guy I worked with, he worked for Procter & Gamble for 20 years, and I showed him the new spelling, and he freaked out. He said, I worked there for 20 years. I know it was O-R, not E-R. And he seemed like it really messed with his mind, and he didn't really want to talk about it after that. But I know I got him on that one. And there's so much residue for Procter & Gamble, too. That's another big one for me. That's another change I noticed early on. Like even before I knew about the Mandela effect, I noticed that one.
Okay, I'm finally fully here. I sent everything I needed to send to Brian, and I am finally looking at the chat to make sure there's no funny business. Hi, everyone in the chat.
Sandy, you want to do a shout out, please?
Sure.
Go ahead. I love when you shout out.
Voice here, but okay. So we have the one.
You sound sexy. Go
JP
ahead.
is here. Jeff's here, obviously. John Nada. Burgos in the chat. Last Flyboy's here. Lord Frybrad. Wizardry's here. Sharon McDonald. SF Girl 76. Welcome.
Yeah, so
Quantum is
John
here.
Nada, Sandy, real quick, sorry to butt in, but John Nada says here, I think people get spooked. I guess he means when you tell them about the Mandela. Yeah, I think they do. I think they honestly do get spooked.
I've seen that.
I got like 3 more names. High Pockets is here. Faith, Hope, Love. And Shelby Norwood and Scott Garrison. Welcome,
But
guys.
it's weird. It is weird how you tell people about it sometimes, and they don't do their own research. It's like this is the most fascinating. This is the most fascinating thing to me on the face of the earth right now, other than Jesus Christ. Like seriously,
Right. Right. Like, how could you not want to do research on it? I couldn't wait to do research on it when I found out about it. When I found out it was really something, that was going on anyway. I mean, it took a couple of weeks, but I did get really into it, and I have been ever since. And I don't know how you could not be into it.
Brian, I'm gonna let you decide if you want to show it because it's
Let's see. Do we?
family-friendly channel in a chat. It's nothing bad. I don't know if
Oh,
you
what
want.
is it?
Lord Frybright says no copulation. 3-letter word. LOL, just kidding. Fornication, 3-letter word. Up to you.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for clarifying that, John. He says, yeah, they see it and they realize and get frightened. I think so too. Hi, Mary. Welcome. Hey guys, we
Welcome,
got
Mary.
24 in the chat. That's great. That's awesome. Welcome, you guys. So,
I'm gonna show it. There's nothing wrong with the word. It's a joke.
okay.
Since you didn't
Last
answer.
Flyboy says, just to let everyone know, I'm still puzzled by Oscar Mayer. Fruit of the Loom logo change and Chevrolet dropping the E.
We
Yeah.
are too.
Yes. Me too. The Fruit of the Loom one really gets me. Because I remember that cornucopia very well.
Yeah, same
that was
here.
There, and nobody can tell me different.
I know, because it was like all festive. It was like you were wearing Thanksgiving Day on your pants.
Right.
Santa.
Like,
That sounds funny, Brian.
With the cornucopia. I like to find a little humor in there, but honestly, I think the people that are doing the commercials and obviously like what's that new movie about the moon? There was a new movie that came out, Teresa. You remember that movie? Teresa?
You mean Don't Look Up?
No, it was about the moon.
Oh God, what was that called? You mean the one with the Mandela effect in it with
Yes, they're
Africa?
singing that song, I Bless the
Warning.
Rain.
I think it's called Warning. Warning.
No, it wasn't Warning. It was the one
Oh.
that they're supposedly with the moon and
You made me forget now, Brian.
I can't remember it now.
I thought it was called Warning.
No, that's not it.
I thought it was Don't Look Up.
hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Oh,
Brian.
it's
Yes,
Moonfall.
yes,
Thank you, chat. Last Flyboy.
Yeah, that's
and
it. My
TT
bad.
came with the answer.
I'm so sorry.
Moonfall.
Moonfall. That's it.
Thank you, Wizardry. I appreciate that.
Sorry about that.
Brian, did I tell you about my personal Mandela effect last time? Remember?
I don't remember if you told me. So can you elaborate?
Yeah. It's about a disappearing wisdom tooth. 2014. I had a wisdom tooth that was pushing out my regular tooth, and I needed oral surgery, and I was freaking out. The dentist was charging too much, so I went to another dentist a few months later. I didn't do anything about it, just went a few months later to another dentist. When I went, I saw the x-rays, and I'm like, where's the wisdom tooth? I asked them, where's the wisdom tooth that's pushing out my regular tooth? They're like, what are you talking about?
What?
I don't have a wisdom tooth. And I'm like, but I saw it on the x-ray at my last dentist. And
What?
they said, well, you don't have one. And then I felt it, and I'm like, oh my God, you're right. I don't have one. And
Whoa.
I don't know why I didn't notice. I didn't feel it anymore, but it was just gone. And I know it was there, and I saw the x-rays. I knew it was my mouth I was looking at, too. And it was just gone. I mean, that's a good Mandela effect. now I don't have to worry about it.
There's probably another you that had it.
Well,
See,
speaking
that
of
would
stuff
freak
like
me
that,
out.
along the lines of what you're referring to with that personal ME,
That's crazy.
Mary Starseed in the chat says, "Has anyone noticed any changes, like, but on their own selves, like strange marks or birthmarks,
Yes, yes,
where they have gone and moved to different places and stuff like that? Has anyone noticed that?"
yes.
I have a few.
Like scars that
Never
disappeared.
there. My eyes have this weird ring around them that was never there before, the limbal ring.
Yes, that was never there. I swear to you.
It wasn't. Only certain people had them.
Right.
And now it's like almost everybody has them.
I notice it all the time, and it does really accentuate the eyes. Like, it does really look nice on some, most people.
Yeah, it does.
Like, I have very brown eyes, and now with that black, it's sort of like a black ring. It actually makes my eyes look lighter. The browns look lighter in them, like almost like a amber, kind of like an amber color now a little bit.
Yeah, same thing with me. I noticed it looked different, and then I saw the rings. I went, "What the hell is this?"
Strange, isn't it?
Yeah. And then it's not an aging thing with me, but I noticed like some pictures of me, I look different in ways that don't make sense. So I don't know, maybe I shifted. Who knows?
So Sharon says, I heard that people can grow teeth now. Like, I guess that means like when your second set of teeth fall out, is it possible that you get a third set? Because that would be awesome, having a third chance.
I wish, Brian.
Yeah. So I just want to know, Jeff, real quick, what do you think is causing the effect?
I don't think it's any one thing. I think it's multiple things. I don't like to rule anything out either, because we don't know. So why would we rule it out? I think that it's possible that CERN could be behind it. It's also possible that it could be God trying to wake us up.
I think so.
I think it could be a combination of those things, and maybe the alternate timelines are a thing. Maybe that would explain my tooth thing. I don't know. And I don't think it's time travel, though. That one I would rule out. And the reason being, if it was time travel, we wouldn't have these memories of the other way. They wouldn't have existed. So time travel is the one thing I may rule out, but everything else is on the table. That's how I feel about it. What about you guys?
I don't know. As long as I've been researching this thing, we've been researching this thing at least since 2016.
I think it's biblical.
Yeah, and maybe it was like
I think it's in the Bible. It talks about the great deception, Brian. I think this is the great deception that they were talking about. I really do.
Yes, I agree.
Well, no. I think the great deception is the people who can't see it are the ones being deceived. And we're able to see it the way it truly was.
Interesting. Yeah.
That's true, Sandy. Maybe we're the awake ones, and the other people can't see.
Because if it's the great deception, it needs to be larger than just us.
Yeah.
So I think it's the opposite way around.
Yeah, I definitely feel we're the awake ones. That's for sure. I don't know how you can't notice this stuff.
Same.
I've woke people
I
up
see it everywhere.
before, but I haven't done it in a long time because the whole sea thing. People don't want to get near you. But I used to wake people up in the beginning. I don't know how many people I woke up, and a lot of them were in shock, and some of them looked at me like I was crazy. So, kind of stopped doing that.
Yeah, well,
I haven't had that happen. They all believe me.
Yeah, there's some people out there that just
Didn't want
refuse
to
to
talk
wake
about
up.
it. That was it.
Some of them are totally shocked, and some are in denial. You never know how the person's going to be.
one of the theories that they played around with, okay, and when I say they, I mean the theories that people have come up with as a consensus. One theory that was proposed was parallel universes, and I think we had shows talking about this before. But it's complicated because there's always going to be an alternative to every event that we experience, and
Yeah.
we can't communicate with multiverses or parallel universes, that not that we know of anyway. But their closeness to our own universe could merely suggest that we have taken or left behind events in our own memories. But
Yeah.
we, as the world develops and there's more parallel universes that are created, more of these anomalies might show up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it keeps happening. We keep noticing all these changes, so there's no reason to think it's not going to continue.
But there's another proposal, another theory that there was a glitch, maybe, of course, a big glitch, and the Mandela effect might be proof of our world being a simulation. It's very possible.
That's the other theory. Yes, that's the other theory that I think could be at play here. I couldn't remember it before, but I definitely think that that's something that's definitely on the table, definitely possible, and it would explain a lot of things.
Yeah, and I think that's what the 2000, what was it, the 2019 or 2018 Mandela Effect movie that came out.
I hated that thing.
It made us look bad. Like the Mandela Effect people made us look bad, like we were crazy a little bit.
Yeah, it was almost like a hit piece on us. I really didn't like it.
Yeah, I get that. But it played on the simulation theory. So basically, this effect makes us question how our simulated brain works, and if our memories can be manipulated so flippantly. Shouldn't we be noting things down more? Should we be writing things down more, you guys? I mean, be honest with me.
Yes.
I mean, the other obvious thing is time travel. I mean, time travel. We played around with that idea a little bit, like
No.
aliens or AI maybe coming from the future to visit us in the past and making changes. It could be, we blamed it on Marty McFly, going back in time, changing things as a joke,
Yeah, but
obviously.
but as Jeff said,
but I can't get there because of the fact that I just don't feel like we would be remembering anything differently if it was.
And where would the residue be? If it were time travel, the residue would be completely erased, including our memory
there
of
wouldn't
it.
be any residue, would there? I don't think there would be.
No, because it would have never existed.
Right. And that's why I don't think it's time travel. It doesn't make sense.
But the thing is,
anyway.
We'll probably never know how the true explanation of the Mandela effect is, and
probably not.
We're probably the most adaptable species on the planet. Like, we have adapted to our environments. We've taken these as facts, and could just be a theory waiting to be proven. Any one of these theories is a possibility, I think. But we have to
I
keep
think that
an eye out, for the things that we remember, and that have a tendency to change all of a sudden. And as we talked about on the show before, like with Cynthia Sue Larson when she came on here, and she mentioned that on one of her videos, I remembered, and I asked her about it. Yeah, she says the Mandela effect seems to affect the corners of our mind, the peripherals of our mind. She said, I think that's very interesting. How because I mean, if you're going to put it in plain sight, then everybody will see it, and maybe everybody's not meant to see it. That's the other side of it too.
Yeah, that's true.
But it is a fun subject to talk about. I don't know why people avoid the conversations. That's my thing.
That's the thing too. I don't get it, because even if like somebody didn't really believe in it, it is still fun to talk about, because even the people who deny it have the same memories we do. So I don't understand why they would even deny it, and why it's not interesting to talk about, regardless of what you believe. It's an interesting topic.
Jeff?
It's the most interesting topic for me. I love it.
Jeff, but for some people, it's too scary to think about. They're scared.
Yeah,
It's
that's
fear.
with their minds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So Scott
handle it.
Scott Garrison says here, I always wondered if we are sleeping in a spaceship like in the movie Alien, and we're supposed to stay asleep. Or what was that movie? There was a movie.
Yeah.
There was a movie called Passengers. You remember that one? And it had that guy and that girl. The one from Mockingjay or whatever that was. What was it?
No, but it's like Wayward Pines, too.
Hunter Games. The Hunter Games lady had her in it.
I didn't see it.
Hunger Games. My bad. You never seen Passengers?
No.
No, but you're talking about Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence. Yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Sandy. Yeah, it was her and. Gosh, I'm really making my brain work tonight.
Oh wait, I think I have seen it.
Yeah, they're asleep on a spaceship, and they're heading through deep space.
Yes.
They were all supposed to be asleep, but for some reason he woke up. And
Yes, I watched that recently with my mom. Yes, I remember it now.
Okay, good. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Okay, because I don't want to give away any spoilers.
That's a good movie. Took me a minute, but I do remember it, and it was very good. Yeah.
So here's what Sharon says. I can have one person give me 25 answers of all the changes, and then I tell them none of their answers have ever been, and I just get a Chris Pratt, thank you. SF Girl, thank you. Chris Pratt, yes, that's him. He was in that movie, Passengers.
Yeah, that's who it was. Yep.
Quantum says, I told my new buddy at work about all the changes the other day and how quantum computers are connected to CERN and the internet. He told me he saw the connections on South Park. Yeah, I think they're, it's, this is going to come out. All of it's going to be exposed. If there's darkness, the light shall expose it. As the Bible says. So,
yep.
There are times I want to go back to my old universe. I kind of do.
Me too. Brian,
yes.
I'm curious about something. Have you guys had weird dreams more often since finding out about this?
Yeah, some of the ones that I remembered, yeah. I mean, they're real vivid. And some of them are reoccurring in dreams. I don't know if you ever get any of those.
I get a lot of those.
I'm surprised.
Me too.
most people don't remember their dreams, and it's kind of sad, actually. Like, you should, if you have a good dream, you'd want to write it down, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I've been thinking of getting a dream journal.
Do you
Mine
ever
are very strange.
do you ever talk in your sleep? I mean, if
Yeah.
that's a personal, you don't have to answer. I understand, but
I do.
Yeah,
I sometimes do.
yeah, I do.
There's apps there's
I-
apps on the phone that actually record your sleep, and when if you're talking in your sleep, it'll catch it.
Interesting. So the dreams I've been having since I found out about this are very vivid, and they're very different than any kind of dreams I ever had before. And I remember a lot of my dreams, and I wake up saying, like, what the hell was that? Like, one dream I was hooked up to this machine, like in the Matrix, and I thought that was very interesting that I would have a dream like that. And it was just very strange, and it freaked me out. The stuff that was going on in it, it was the kind of stuff that I wouldn't have dreamt about before. Like ever since I found out about the Mandela effect, my dreams have just gotten more vivid, more strange, more interesting. Some reoccurring.
Yeah, Scott says reoccurring means it's an issue you must take care of. I could believe in that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't have enough issues. I got to worry about that now. Damn.
So Scott Garrison says here, Lucidity by Dr. Stephen LeBurge, Stanford University Lab.
Interesting. Okay.
But let me ask you guys something. Some of you guys are from the northeast, or whatever. And do you guys remember Stanford, Connecticut, or Stamford, Connecticut? I know that ME is probably a couple years old, but I seem to remember Stanford.
Stanford
with an N, yeah.
Yeah, and now it's Stamford with an M.
Yeah, that one got me.
I remember Stanford with an N, Brian.
Yeah, that's just so weird. Yeah, and earlier in the chat, some of you guys might have missed it, but we talked about Kiev and Kiev, like Keiev is in Russia, and the KY.
Sandy, I mentioned Dan found that one a while back, remember?
Yeah, that's just weird.
Yeah, except Brian is saying there's two different ones.
I don't know. I haven't looked it up myself.
What did Dan remember?
I
'Cause
found
remember
it interesting. And then I think Wizardry said it, or somebody else in the chat in Teresa's group. But Dan and I were going to talk about it, but it doesn't matter. The point is, they don't pronounce it Kiev anymore. They pronounce it Kiev.
I'm sorry, Jeff. We lost you. Call me back again. It was my browser tab had crashed, so please call back. Sorry about that, Jeff.
It's not so much the spelling. Well, the spelling's bad too, but it was Kiev, and now they're pronouncing it Kiev.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff.
Hey.
Yeah. Sorry about that. My tab crashed. My browser tab. All right. So we're back. You're back. I'm glad.
What was the last thing you heard me say?
I don't know. We were talking about
We didn't hear anything.
Kiev and Kiev or whatever, but it was right before that. I heard you say something. Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, Stanford.
Oh, Stanford, yeah.
Yeah, so I remember Stanford with an N. And I was also saying that another one that freaked me out was San Bernardino instead of San Bernardino, California.
Yes, that one tripped me up too. It was San Bernardino,
What?
not yeah. San Bernardino is now San Bernard. It's something weird now. Looks really weird.
Oh,
But
Bernardino.
I was honestly going to move there. I was going to move there.
Wait, are you
I
saying it was
heard
It
about
was
that, actually.
Berna, and now it's Barna?
Bernard. It's Bernardino.
Yeah, I got a funny story about that, Brian.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Share it with us.
Okay, so there's an old skit with Tom Hanks, of course, Tom Hanks, on Saturday Night Live from the '90s, and me and my friend were watching it in the '90s, and there was this skit, Mr. Short-Term Memory, and his character was from San Bernardino, and his character's name was my name, my real name, Jeff Morrow. And he said, Jeff Morrow from San Bernardino. And I remember him saying San Bernardino very clearly. And not San Bernardino. So that's another reason why that one really got me. It was almost personal to me at that point.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that would get personal. Yeah,
And I know that one was different. I immediately went back and watched old commercials like from the '80s and stuff, and to see what I could find with that. And of course, it's San Bernardino now. So I'm like, oh God, this is crazy.
But what about Howard the Duck? Do you remember him having nails on his hands, like fingernails?
No, that one got me too. He looks really stupid now. It doesn't look anything like I remember. I just remember them being like regular hands, like they weren't the way they are now. They look crazy.
Fuzzy, yeah.
Yeah, this is one that Sandy had presented. This is back from, what was this?
I don't know. You had the
Yeah,
date, not me.
Hang on.
I was watching when somebody presented that several months ago. I forget who.
Okay,
it was,
this is September 16th, 2020.
I was definitely watching that. Yeah.
That's over a year ago.
Yeah, this was over a year ago. It was almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So what do you remember? White gloves like Mickey Mouse, feathered with nails, or feathered with no nails?
White gloves like Mickey Mouse.
Well, now he has nails on his feathered hand.
Yeah, I saw that. That's so.
Nah, that looks so weird to me.
Yeah.
No
I got
way.
one about Mickey Mouse too. Those shorts are so wrong in so many ways, but not just in the way that everyone talks about. Obviously, I remember the suspenders, but that's not what I'm talking about. He now has buttons on the back as well as the front.
Yeah.
And when I found out about that one, I went and I checked one of my figures that I kept from when I was a kid, and I know he didn't have it. And now, sure enough, the figure has it too. The buttons on the back.
You talking about Mickey Mouse?
Yeah.
I didn't know he had them on the back.
Yeah, he has them on the back now.
Yeah,
Wow,
Moneybags covered that one a long time ago.
And then I
think
took a picture of the figure.
Wait, Neat Input did too, I think.
I couldn't believe it. I know that wasn't there.
Well, I'm looking at one right now where there's a picture where he has a tail and no buttons on the back. He has no buttons on the back on that one.
Really?
I'll do Residue, Brian.
Sometimes he has it, sometimes he doesn't.
Yeah.
But he never had it at all before, at all. But now he will in some of the cartoons, and some of the figures, and some of the dolls, but not all.
That looks so wrong to me.
Yeah, the
You
tail
covered
was,
that. It's in my Mickey Mouse folder. I
can't
credited
believe
whoever found it. I forget who it was.
Was it Moneybags?
I think it was Need
I don't know.
Input. It might have been
Need
Moneybags.
Input. Yeah,
It was Need Input.
yeah, it was Need Input. I was watching his video. He was showing the Steamboat Willie cartoon, and he had the buttons on the back.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Steamboat Willie? I didn't
Yeah.
know he
Yeah,
had
it
him
was
on there. No.
Yeah, so it's the classic Mickey Mouse with the white face. That's the one that has the buttons on the back now.
Well, this is another one back from 2020. This is another rewind or Mandela rewind. Have you guys ever heard of freezing fog before?
No.
So this is kind of new. Everything the fog touches instantly freezes into a winter wonderland. Wow,
What?
that's like, you know what that is? That's Jack Frost. It's got to be.
Yeah.
So fog didn't form when it was cold in my past. Yeah. So that's their explanation. The Manskew's made up of super cool droplets.
I
Causes,
hate those man excuses.
well, Sandy coined the term, right, Sandy?
Yes.
I did.
I use that term all the time when I talk to people about this. And I always tell them who coined the term. I'm always like telling people, watch these videos, this person's page, that person's page. Turning on a lot of people to this.
Yeah, Jeff, tell them about my
That's
website,
awesome.
MandelaEffectAwareness.com. It's a free website. If people want to donate, they can, but I leave it open to the public.
Okay, yeah, I told a few of my friends about that one already. I'm going to tell some more people about that.
All right.
And
Cool.
I sent you the website in your email, the one that has all like the 5,000 plus Mandela effects listed.
Oh, wow. That would be great. Yeah, if I could link that site to my site, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do that.
Now I don't agree with everything on the page, but there is a ton there that I do agree with.
For a while there on Reddit, there was actually a cheat sheet, they called it, the Mandela Effect cheat sheet. If I could find it, I'll show you. It has like pictures of, like, it has Pikachu, it has like, South America being shifted over, because South
Oh,
America
wow.
used to be right under North America pretty much for me, and now it's
Yeah,
like
me too.
it's,
And you know what really gets me about that is the Panama Canal used to run east to west, and that's north south because of that change.
yeah, and I don't remember. I don't remember the Gulf of Mexico being as closed off as it is now.
No, and also Cuba looks a lot bigger.
It's about as big as Florida now.
Yes, I remember it as a small island.
So,
Italy's not shaped like a boot anymore.
have you guys ever heard of mushroom-shaped icebergs? That's so funny. I'm sorry. But apparently they're real. Okay, scientists believe the warmer water and weather causes the iceberg to melt, creating the mushroom shape.
Wow. So many weird weather ones.
It was observed in 1912 by Frank Burley, who visited Antarctica. Nature's wonders. Look at that. Look at those pictures. Come on, guys. Tell me, something's up with that.
Yeah, that doesn't look right at all.
Looks like something. It looks like something out of Fantasia.
Yeah. I think we know what else it looks like, too.
Yeah, we love to have a few laughs, you know? Gotta have some laughs.
You gotta laugh sometimes, otherwise you'll cry, especially with the way the world is nowadays.
So here's a question for you guys. Now this is another one of those Emmys that I guess Sandy looks like you found this one about around September 16th, 2020. So another rewind here. True or false? Cats or dogs could be allergic to human dander. I didn't even know we
You're
had
not
dander.
presenting.
Maybe. Huh?
We had
You're not
dander
presenting.
too?
I didn't know we had dander. Is that a thing?
That's not a thing as far as I know.
So, oh, well, hello, Kitty. Hello, Buffy. All right, so cats and dogs can be allergic to human dander. And the answer is true. If you guessed right. So cats and dogs can be allergic to humans. Unfortunately, some people are allergic to cats and dogs, but it's also true some pets find humans just as intolerable. Wow. I had no idea.
Weird.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why my dog sneezes so much.
Oh, I see. I never thought about that. I always thought it was the dust in the air.
Yeah, me too. But now I'm rethinking it.
So Sandy's very good with her artwork here. So she
Okay.
kind of hid the real one. So you have to guess which lion face you remember. Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
Differences.
It's pretty obvious. One eye has the white under it, and the other one doesn't. So which one is the truthful one?
That is not it, Brian.
Oh, that's not it?
One eye has the white under it, the other one doesn't. One eye has an upside down teardrop on top of it, the other one doesn't. One side has a long shaped rounded nose, the other one doesn't. One side has a pink nose, the other one has a black nose. There's a lot of changes here.
Well, shoot.
Yeah,
How
the one on the right
are we supposed to?
is the right one to me.
The one on the right looks like the right one.
What does the chat say? Left or right, guys? What do you remember? They're still on shedding skin being dander. Left or right? What do you guys remember?
I don't think I would want one of these as a pet, though, to be honest with you, because I think they would eat me out of house and home.
Welcome, Maddie. Maddie says right.
I think lions would be worse than having like a group of teenagers.
High Pocket says the one on the right is better hair. Yes, Mr. Drew, that's the end of the presentation. Yes.
That's it? Is that the end? Oh, wait.
No,
Sorry.
no, he said something that's at the end of the presentation.
Okay, was I supposed to advance or not?
Sure, you can. It's all right.
Okay.
John remembers left and Shelby remembers right.
So I don't remember cats at all pretty much having a light color, usually white stripe under their eyes.
No. That's like those stripes
I don't
on the back
remember
of
the-
tiger's ears.
So apparently there's a raindrop. Are you telling me that all lions have this raindrop above their eye too now?
And a lot of cats do too.
I've covered the nose color change, but Teresa doesn't remember the nose flaps being so large. Yeah, I don't remember that either.
Yeah, that one got me too.
Every type of cat is affected from lions to tigers to baby kittens.
What?
Yeah, they
Look
all
all
have
the white underneath the eyes. And you can see that teardrop thing, that shape.
He's never failed to blow my mind.
So everybody who has cats, you probably look at your cat in a different way now.
If I had one, I would.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Mufasa and Simba too?
Yeah.
Non-ME people are posting it in pet health message boards because the white appeared under their cat's eyes. Look,
They're
somebody
scared. They're
here.
freaking
You
out.
see that one? My cat, and the one in the middle, my cat's eye suddenly turned white. He's 5 years old. Should I be concerned? What the heck? All right, so there is a little bit of residue, a lot of residue that Sandy found, and possibly Teresa too. I think Teresa was helping find residue as well.
Yes.
Tons and tons of stuff here. Yeah, those.
Yes, John.
Yeah,
I did say not all like house cats. Not all house cats, but many do.
So, I mean, how can you can't say it's an evolutionary thing, can you? Is it evolutionary?
No, because my cat didn't have the white amount. Well, she's passed away. She was alive when I did this. Or no, she wasn't. She had already passed away, so it must be Silas. Silas, look at me. Yeah, Silas has the white under his eye. And he didn't before. And I think I have pictures of my other cat that did pass away, and she has the white under the eye. And I don't remember it.
Wow.
See, Brian, I had Brian go through the Flickr folder and find things that he missed when he was away. So I have no idea what he's presenting tonight. I'm flying blind.
Yeah, well, here's another one. This is credit goes to Teresa Lynch on this one. Teresa, you there? You've been kind of quiet. Teresa?
Yeah, Teresa, this is a great one.
Which one is this one?
Root
Oh,
beer
this
flavor.
one, yeah.
This
Yeah,
one's
go ahead.
called-
You can read it, Brian.
All right. Well, a root beer-like flavor that's found in soft drinks, candy, etc.
You
Something
can't
that-
say the word.
Can I say it?
No.
No, don't say it.
Oh gosh. You
I don't
remember?
know
You,
this one.
you remember those candy sticks? You used to be able to get them for like 12 for $1.
I used to eat those.
At Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they are now with inflation. They're probably like 2 for $1.
Yeah, probably.
You know, the Dollar Tree is no longer called is no longer the Dollar Tree anymore. It's the $1.25 tree.
What?
All right. Any guesses from the chat? Sandy, Teresa, you guys, anybody?
I see one guess.
And we can't say it.
Hold on for a minute. Wizardry. Yeah, but I covered the teardrop back in 2020, so more than a year ago. These are all rewinds. These are stuff Brian missed. All of this is stuff Brian missed. I have new stuff for the end of the show, but what he's showing now, they're all stuff that he missed while he was away. John Nada says SASS, sarsaparilla. Maddie says SAS, sarsaparilla. SF Girl 76 says SASS, sarsaparilla. Wizardry says SAS, sarsaparilla, even though he knows what it is.
Now that they've said it, I remember. SAS.
Okay, so it's spelled sarsa.
It's it's sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla.
Oh my.
Sarsaparilla.
Yeah, this one really freaked me out.
Yeah.
I'm like, no way. No way.
Yeah,
Look at the
no.
way it's spelled now. SARS. Maybe it was trying to tell us something, Sandy. SARS.
I thought it was
I know.
sarsaparilla.
We said that
Sure does.
when we covered this in 2020.
And now it's SARS.
SARS.
maybe,
Oh my.
maybe they were trying to tell us something. Predictive programming.
Right?
Brian, that's what I just said. Didn't you hear me?
Oh, no, I didn't hear you say that.
Oh, God.
Did you say predictive programming?
I said I think they were trying to give us a message.
Well, I said predictive programming.
All right, close enough.
See, well, that's what I'm telling you
I need
about
to
the
look something up.
synchronicities. You know, there are a lot of synchronicities.
This is
Residue,
residue. Sarsaparilla.
sarsaparilla.
Exactly what I remember. Exactly.
Yeah, it was always sarsaparilla, and that's how people always said it too.
Yep, now it's SARS. SARS.
Oh, my God. That's beyond
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Sometimes the
yeah,
Mandela effect thinks it's funny.
Yeah, I totally missed that one. I was not here for that one, you know?
You know what one really got me and really annoys me? Shiitake mushrooms with the two eyes now. It was one.
Yeah,
No,
Rena-
it was one.
Rena found that one, right, Sandy? Rena.
Rena
Which
found
one?
that one?
Yeah, and then I found it
Which
a couple
one?
months later, but the credit goes to maybe it's Mandela.
Which one?
Yeah, she finds some good stuff.
Shiitake, the mushrooms,
Shiitake mushrooms has two eyes in it.
and plenty of residue. Sandy, I don't know if you could show that one to Brian, the residue.
Do you know if there's
Somewhere.
a residue folder for it?
Yes, there is. Sandy, do you know where it's at? The
There's
folder?
a folder for it. I can go find it.
Yeah, if you
Okay,
can
it
find
just,
that
yeah,
would be
lots of
great. Yeah,
residue.
thanks, Jeff.
Yeah,
I
no
can't
problem.
do a search on my tablet. I don't know why.
Besides the one that looks like Zero from The Nightmare Before Christmas,
Uh-huh.
these exist too. So this
It's
is
a pumpkin now,
reference-
Brian. Remember?
It was never a pumpkin.
Yeah, I know.
No, you had a red nose.
Yeah, it's a red
Yeah,
nose.
now it's a pumpkin.
Gemini Vision found the nose years
Yeah.
ago.
What are we looking at here, Sandy? What are all these?
Weird
pictures?
looking sharks.
Okay, so I left to get you that folder. This is a ghost fish that looks strikingly like that Zero dog, and they're ghost fish I've never seen before.
Weird.
Well, Sandy, did we ever cover ghost ants? There are ghost ants now.
Sandy found that. Remember Sandy with all the different colors?
Yeah.
The
Yeah, I
ants
did.
clear. Yep, Sandy found that one.
Now, what are we looking at here? That's in the wrong folder, I'm sure.
Oh,
What is it?
is that the wrong folder too? Oh no.
Oh,
Brian, wait, are you in a folder or are you in the
No,
camera roll?
I'm in the actual folder.
Let me see.
he's
Back
going
out of there. Let me
backwards.
see. Back out of there, Brian. You are not in a folder. Back out of there. Let me see. Scroll up. What does it say? You're in
Images.
just images folder, Brian.
Oh,
that's not a
images,
folder.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm like, what are you doing? Not the right folder.
That's funny.
Okay.
You're funny, Brian.
And this is why, guys, I write presentations out. Because if it were just a smattering of images from a year ago, I'd have no idea what I was talking about. Especially if it's Teresa's or someone else's. I'd be like, I don't know what it was. What's this thing called again? That's why I do presentations. Because it's all the information is laid out for us.
Yeah, Sandy likes to be organized.
Yes, I do.
She's the only one, it seems like, that makes these presentations. Everybody else just kind of just shows pictures, but no descriptions, no background, no. She puts a lot of work into this and a lot of research. I'll be like finding something and Sandy's like, nope, I got to research it first. And sometimes it takes hours just to get the research together to present this to you guys. So there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. Sandy spends hours upon hours doing all this work behind the scenes that you guys don't know about. Right, Sandy?
Well, they know because I'm always late to shows because I'm finishing up.
Yep. Yep. The graphics are unbelievable. I don't know how she does it. I don't know anything about graphics, but you've got the background and the graphic design, right, Sandy? For years.
Yeah, but this isn't graphic design. This is
Still, I couldn't do
templates.
that.
You just drop.
I don't know how you do
Sure,
it.
you could. They're templates.
Oh, hey, Preliminal. He's here.
All right, so you guys,
Welcome, White Rabbit Studios.
I find a good one.
I sent you the link to the mushrooms.
All right, yeah, that's what we're waiting for.
Preliminal said he thinks the tibia bone, the shins have changed in the front of it. I don't know if you want to bring it up. The tibia bone.
Well,
Preliminal
he's doing the mushrooms. Do the mushrooms. I'll look it up.
Oh. Hi, Right Rabbit Studios.
Anybody like mushrooms on their pizza?
I do.
I like mushrooms and onions on
Now,
my pizza.
maybe it's Mandela found this first. I had no way of knowing she found it. And then I just kind of found it on my own, which happens a lot. You'll see that. Brian, you can read it.
All right, so maybe it's Mandela and Teresa Lynch on this one. This
Yeah.
mushroom, Mandela, was found by Teresa last week. After researching, we discovered that maybe it's Mandela that found it last year, but we still need to show this because it's such a great find. So shiitake mushrooms, yeah, we talked about it already. Now it has 2 eyes.
So weird.
I know it. Isn't that weird, Jeff? What do you think?
Yeah, that one really got me.
Should see the residue coming up. Right, Sandy? Tons of residue. Like, look at this residue. Look.
You know, you could get away with it years ago saying, instead of cussing, you could say, holy shiitake mushrooms. And now,
those are the kind of jokes I used to make, those kind of jokes, and now they don't work.
No, it doesn't make sense because if you say holy shiitake mushrooms, you're not cussing in that respect at all.
What's the Patreon account?
Patreon is what YouTubers use so people can donate each month.
John Nada. Yeah, look at that. I mean, literally on the packages. Look.
Yeah.
Spelled exactly what I remember.
Okay, I think I found what he's talking about.
What?
It took a bit, but I think I got it.
More residue. The residue, Sandy always does it in green on the outside. That's the color she uses for residue. The green color. Brian, there was more than that.
No, that was it.
Sandy, I thought there was more residue for that.
Nope.
I don't know why.
No,
What's
that
there
was
is
it.
there.
Okay.
Oh, crud. I'm trying to.
Are you doing, Sandy?
I'm trying to magnify it so you can see it. It looks like there's 2 balls or something on the front of the tibia at the top. Only on one side, by the way. Not on the other side, just one side.
What color is Alice's bow in Alice in Wonderland? What color do you remember, Jeff?
Which one?
Alice in Wonderland. You know how she had like a bow on her head or a headband or whatever you want to call it? What color do you remember it being?
Blue.
Blue? Okay.
Yeah.
Just curious what the chat remembers. You said blue. Jeff says blue. Anybody else? Anybody in the chat? What color do you remember Alice in Wonderland's bow or headband, whatever she had on her head? Last Flyboy said blue. Maddie says white. White Rabbit Studio says blue.
I want to say it's black now.
Yeah, you'll see. Anybody else? What color? Come on, don't be shy. Lord Frybread says blue. Residue says red. No clue, John Nada. Nice, Quantum. Anybody else? All right.
Blue for me.
Shelby just gave you a compliment, Sandy. Go read it. Brian, do you want to show it up on the screen? Shelby just gave Sandy a nice compliment.
Aw, thank you, Shelby.
Yeah.
You want to show it at the bottom?
And so did Maddie. Thank you, Maddie. Shelby says blue. Welcome, Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk.
Did you guys get all the white, the blue, the red, the blue? Best Five Boy says white would match better.
So this is the way it is now. You're saying it's blue?
No. Oh, this is before I did the green and the red, Brian. So this is residue of blue.
Oh, okay.
That's great. Residue.
Yep. So what is it now? Is
Correct.
it's black?
It's black.
Yeah. That's so weird.
Black.
Yeah.
This is a good find, Teresa.
Like, what the heck? This is residue.
Yeah, this is a good one I found. It freaked me out. John Nada, thank you again.
No, the black just totally clashes. It's kind of, you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of the Cinderella one where she has that
Well,
collar.
she wore the blue bow in her hair to match her dress. Look, not the white part, the blue part.
Doesn't even match.
Exactly. And now it's black and it looks so off.
Another one with that movie. I remember We're All Mad Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not we're mostly mad here.
Yeah, most everyone is mad here. I mean, what is that? Come on.
Sandy,
Sandy, didn't you do a presentation on the
wait,
cat?
there's residue there. Oh,
What?
go back, Brian.
What happened?
I remember the Cheshire Cat being purple and blue, and he's pink now.
Yeah, what color is he
And-
now?
Hold on.
He's pink. And like
Oh, yeah.
raspberry, red, and pink. And there was residue there of the purple. I didn't even realize it.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely purple.
Right there.
Where's Sandy?
Sandy,
No.
right there.
No, that's the way
the
he
pink
is
and
now.
Purple that he is now. It's that's how he is now, pink and dark pink. You see
It's
it?
coming up. I think it's coming up.
Yeah. There's the
Go on,
purple
Brian.
right there in the bottom right. See it?
Yep.
That's how I remember him.
What color do you remember him, Jeff? The Cheshire Cat.
The Cheshire
Cheshire
Cat.
Cat?
Just yeah.
Like a purple, kind of like a purple and a little bit of blue.
Yeah, look at him now.
That's what it is now.
Weird.
Yeah, I have a whole presentation on that one.
Not bad.
Somewhere in the folder. Among the thousands of different things in there.
So what were you saying about the tibia or the fibia? Is it the tibia? Yeah.
Oh, I sent it to you. Preliminal says that the front of the tibia is changed. I think this is what he's talking about. It looks like there's like two round lumps. Is that it, Preliminal? It's only on one side, too. It's only on the right leg, not the left leg, which is really weird.
Yeah.
Wait, on the right leg? Really?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
See the bumps? Is that what you're talking
What?
about, Preliminal?
I feel it. I feel it on my legs. That's weird.
Wait, which leg is it?
The right leg.
Wait a minute. No wonder my right leg feels weird. It's on the right. Where is it exactly?
I thought that was just my bone
shin.
wearing down because I drank too many sodas.
Like under my thigh? So, under my knee. You're confusing me.
Below your knee in the front.
I feel different.
Below my knee in the front. Oh my
Mhm.
God, it feels like bumps, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can feel it. Guys, Brian,
Does it?
feel your leg under your knee on the right.
I feel it. I feel it.
Everybody feel your legs.
But you're saying it's only the right leg, Sandy? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the left. It's not there.
The right one. It's different.
No, but isn't the left one? No, you're right. You're right about that. That's so weird.
Why? Preliminal, if you can, please post that in my group, okay? If you can hear me. Please
Well, wait,
post
he's
that
saying
and
the
show a
front of the
picture.
shins. What are you seeing that's different on the shins? The shins are a little bit further down, I guess.
Yeah.
It used to be smooth. He said it used to be smooth, but you can see it's not smooth on the other side. Yeah, it's
Whoa.
got like that lumpy crack looking thing.
What the hell?
And it's pointed, like the bone sticks out. Is that what you
No.
mean? That the bone sticks out, it's pointed?
This one has.
Why do the feet look different too?
You're telling me the left one doesn't have it?
Well, those feet are flattened out, Teresa, as if you pointed your toes all the way down.
Oh, okay.
I
Do
just
the
know
toes
that.
have that weird thing that the fingers do now? Where it shapes
Yes.
on.
Yeah, Teresa found it on the fingers on the toes.
Yeah, it's weird. A while back I found that.
Wow, I'm gonna have to ask my family members if they notice like just the right leg or if it's both.
Brian,
Yeah.
you should ask them Teresa's other body change.
What's that?
Ask them if they remember little phallic bones on the fingertips and the toe tips.
Sandy, can you send it to Brian?
Send me a picture.
I'll send you the folder.
Thank you.
Oh, you're talking about those? Yes, the ones that go on the fingertips, the fingertip bones.
Sandy's going to send you the
Yeah.
folder. I can't find anything in your Flickr, Sandy, because for some reason I can't search. Only you can search. You know,
Mhm.
even on my
Yeah, well,
tablet.
I don't know what I called this one, so I'm searching Teresa.
Oh, probably fingers. Maybe fingers or something.
I looked up finger. I
Oh,
looked up bone.
This
Body.
was September 10th, 2020. This rewind. Okay, you guys see the Jungle Book?
oh yeah.
What is the title of this song?
Who found that one?
If there's no name,
Yeah, this one.
All right. Well, we know it's the bare necessities, but how is bare spelled in this case?
Yeah.
It's one of those homonyms where they sound the same, but they mean two different things.
There.
How do you remember spelled, Jeff?
Yeah.
Like the animal. BEAR.
I agree with you.
Because that was the point, right? Because it was blue there.
Yeah. Wait till you see it now.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yep. They're just messing all the names up. Mandela effect. There you go.
Changes are we going to get with this movie?
Now it's BARE.
BARE now.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Sandy, didn't you find this one?
I did. That's why there's no name on the front.
Yeah. Sandy found it.
Oh, I found it, Teresa, the folder.
Oh, thank you. And she's got residue there.
Did you just send me something, Sandy?
Yeah, the folder with the hands and the feet.
Yep, check it out, guys. I remember BEAR also.
Yeah.
I agree with you. This is residue.
It makes less sense now.
That was the purpose of it, because you're singing about the bear, and now it's not
Right.
BEAR. So it doesn't make no sense.
Yeah.
No.
On top of that, he's missing a coconut bra, and he says,
Yeah.
found instead of fond.
Yeah, that one too.
You're telling me of is missing? Teresa?
Hmm?
Sorry,
It says,
I was
wherever
taking a
I
water.
wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder.
Yeah, that's missing.
Blank my big home.
Yeah.
Of my big home.
Yeah, guess what it is now?
What is it?
Show them, Sandy.
I just gave it
Up. Now it's up.
No.
Mm-hmm. If you
No.
want to, can you
Now
play it
it's,
without getting it
listen,
up?
Yeah.
listen, but no, it's, I have fonder in yellow and red because he sings couldn't be found up
Yeah.
my big home.
Yeah, he says
Found
found.
up
Found
instead
up my
fonder
big home.
of. Found up.
Oh.
I agree with you, Preliminal.
Okay, so I see where you cross out the whole, because that just
Because they sing, that's just the error with the closed captions.
it just doesn't look right at all, Sandy.
Nope.
It looks R-rated, okay?
I know.
That's what
I
I
think
thought
someone
too.
who did the captions was being a smart.
We're being a perv.
Smarty pants.
That's what somebody was being a perv, and then whoever wrote those.
See,
Have a good night, last five wood. Thanks for being here.
thank you for being here.
That'll
Thank
be
you,
the
guys.
next change. It'll change the whole.
That's what I remember. Wherever I wander, wherever I
Uh-huh.
roam, wander my big home.
Brian, do you want to just send Jeff the link so we can hear him better since he's been on the whole time? Because I can barely hear him.
You can't really hear him?
It's hard to hear him.
Send
I
him
can hear him, but it's hard.
Send him a link to the StreamYard. Probably easier.
Well, I don't know how much more
And
time
Teresa-
everybody has. I can add them in, sure.
Teresa, you need to get those headphones in. You're starting to get your ghost.
Oh, my ghost is back.
Your ghost is coming back. You need to get your headphones on.
Oh no.
Yeah, Jeff, hey, I'll send you the link, okay?
Okay.
I'm starting to get tired.
Oh, wait.
No, Quantum. Sarsa. You are way behind.
I didn't realize the time, you guys. 11:25. All right, take care, last flyboy.
And we still have the new stuff to do too. Brian, we still have the new stuff to do too.
All right, we're waiting for Jeff to come back in here. He's joining in. Just keep an eye out for him in the chat saying he's in the studio. Okay.
Okay. Are you going to show Teresa's hands for those who missed it since we talked about it?
Are you talking about the one you sent me with the hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there may be people in chat who never saw it.
Sandy, can you hear me now?
Yes. And your ghost is gone.
I got the cheap headphones on too.
All right. So this one, credit goes to Teresa Lynch. Another change has happened to our skeleton, and this is with our fingertips and toes.
Yeah.
So you remember a pawn shape character, or two, actually a gumdrop shaped, or three pill shaped? Which one? 1, 2, or 3?
It's weird.
What do you remember? Everybody please post in the chat.
Yep.
Post what you remember.
I'm looking for answers. So preliminal says a 2. Doesn't 3 look like it has press on nails? Every time I look at 3, I see press on nails. Wizardry says 1.
Yeah, this one blew me away.
Preliminal says 2. Oh, gumdrop. Yes.
You guys there?
Yeah, we're here. Just waiting to see what people say.
I got kind of quiet. Let me see if Jeff's back yet.
Okay. Check the backstage.
We lost,
Oh wait,
we lost Sandy.
Yeah, this is the, what do you call it? The StreamYard bug. She gets it every time she's on. Yep.
You see her yet?
No. Let me go.
Jeff's here. Hey, Jeff.
Hey.
And we got Sandy. Oh, thank goodness.
There you go. Everybody's here.
Yeah.
Yay.
So
Welcome, Jeff.
Chola Ventura says 2. High Pocket says 2. TT says 1. And John Nada says 2. When StreamYard bug rudely took me out of the show. I hate this bug.
And Jeff Zanzibar says 2.
There you go. Brian skipped over the answer. So we're going to call them chess pieces.
We remember a bone shape closer to the gumdrop shape, but it's shaped closest to the pawn. And honestly, it looks like a male appendage, Sandy says. Do you remember this? Do you remember the fingertips looking like that? Kind of creepy looking, actually.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Especially that bottom left one.
Yeah, that creeps me out.
little changes, you know, that it just they kind of bother me a little bit.
Me too. And it does look like a male appendage.
It does.
Oh gosh.
I'm
That was
telling you.
Sandy, did you
I wasn't
do
just
that? Did you
saying
edit
it.
that photo? Did you edit that photo, Sandy?
All I did was no. All I did was use the magnifier on it. That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's the original drawing.
These are residues. Guess that's it for that folder.
Yeah, there
The
wasn't
Emmy
much
has a sense
residue.
of humor.
There had to be some people in the audience laughing. I'm sorry. It made me laugh.
The Emmy definitely has a sense of humor.
It sure
Yeah.
does. So there's a Pokemon name change. This is one of the newer ones. We're going to skip over to one of the newer Mandela effects now. I want to know what you guys remember. Sandy, you found this one?
Yeah, this is I found this today. This upset me. I'm so upset.
Yeah,
It
because
upset Fizzy
it was.
too.
I know you were hard at it yesterday, Sandy. From 9 to 9, you were on
Oh my
Pokemon
gosh, there
Go,
was
right?
the Pokemon tour was yesterday. 12-hour event. It's exhausted. All right, guys, please spell the name of this Pokemon that evolves from Aaron. I'm going to tell you the name. It's Agron. If you know this Pokemon, please spell his name. You want to guess? Go for it. Residue coming in with Agryn. It's okay if you don't know it. But if any of you play Pokemon Go, feel free to add me. I'll give you my number. It's okay for liminal. Don't worry, I'm going to prove to you that it changed. That's all. High Pocket says, I have no Pokemon clue. All right. We're not going to torture the main with Ryan. We can go on.
Okay.
So, up until today, his name was always Agron for me, but it's always been Aggron. No, just no. I look
I
so
wish I could
stupid, I
say.
can't.
I wish I could say
It's
I know this
okay.
one, but I don't.
The residue is overwhelmingly everywhere, but this apparent screenshot from an old DS Pokemon game is the best in my opinion. You can see right there, Agron, just like I remember. Beautiful. Now wait till you see all this residue. So these
I'll
are
zoom in a little
all
bit.
cards people designed, all spelling wrong.
How's that possible?
it changed? Teresa found a lot of these too. All these posts
Oh, yeah,
spelling
let's see.
Agron wrong.
Yeah, a lot of residue for this one. A lot.
I didn't even add the Twitter because there was too much. She found all these from Twitter, like 11
Yeah,
of them.
Twitter people.
I didn't even add them.
Twitter people actually remembered this a lot.
Hi,
You gotta love
Valentine.
Twitter.
So
And why is he
this,
called is he called Agron because he's made of rocks?
no, he's steel. But the thing is,
Cool.
this person renamed him Agron 100 because his IVs are 100%, and he wrote it with 1G.
I wonder if you have you ever tried to reach out to any of these Twitter people to see, like, hey, do you really remember it like that? Because this is what it is now.
We just lost
Brian,
Jeff.
that might freak him out.
Yeah, we already talked about that. They might be freaked out. Yeah, that means that's the end of that folder. So that's a new one, brought to you by Sandy. Sandy finds a ton of these, and so does Teresa. You got and Jeff. You guys all find them.
Yeah, I have a ton more. Which I will be presenting more new ones on Mandela Monday tomorrow. But I'm gonna make Dan do the
We got Jeff back.
We're gonna do Pinocchio. It will be done.
All right.
Teresa, you are up.
Okay. Have you ever heard of black blizzards and black Sunday? This is a new one, guys. This is the first time I'm presenting it on your show, Brian. The Dust Bowl during the Great Depression saw many black blizzards, a term we have never heard until now. We have also never heard of Black Sunday. Black Sunday was April 14th, 1935, a day in 1935 that saw a dust storm travel 1,500 miles, covering the major cities of the East Coast in thick dust and eventually reaching the Atlantic Ocean. Is this new for you too?
Holy crap! Seemed like we would have heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why they called it that. The Dust Bowl looked like it was
Good
from
night,
1931 to 1940.
Hey.
Then down below, you can read that.
4-year-long drought in
We
the
don't
plains. This is
seem
what
to have
led
that
up
problem
to that
anymore.
huge Black Sunday.
Hmm.
But you guys, we don't seem to have that problem anymore. The Midwest having these really long droughts, do we?
No.
Well, the reason there's actually I don't know if it's an excuse or if it's a reason, but with the New Deal, the government bought dying cattle. They bought cattle that was well enough to be slaughtered for food, and they gave that food to the homeless and like the starving people from the Great Depression. And then they paid farmers to, like, they bought land from the farmers, and it's still protected today, to plant grasslands, to limit the amount of farm space, and instead grow grass, which secures the dirt. And that's what ended the Dust Bowl, was the growing of the grasslands and the rotation of the crops. And of course, rain. Rain helped.
There aren't many pictures of the cities on that day, but there's plenty of black Sunday across the Midwest.
Actually, there was more than I thought. So when you see the pictures, you're like, I thought there weren't a lot of the cities.
Oh.
Well, there actually were. You're going to see
Oh,
some.
okay. Okay, thank you.
That's DC.
Yeah, it kind of looked like it.
Yeah,
Weird.
it does look like DC.
So that's showing the dust actually covering the sky like that, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty weird looking.
Yeah, it
Daylight
is.
turned into inky blackness as duster hits.
And below is Chicago.
Yeah. And here's various different pictures. You found a lot of pictures, Sandy. Thank you. Wow.
You're
I
welcome.
never heard of
Yeah,
this
search
before. Have
everywhere.
you?
no, but it's interesting how this is a black blizzard, and we never heard of this. And we never heard of the black Tom
I
explosion.
know. I was freaking out when I saw that. I'm
Brian.
like, what?
Can you zoom in on the map? That shows where the dust cloud traveled.
Yeah, on that map, the third one down, Brian, on the left.
On the left.
See it? On the left,
Next
right
to
there.
the
Yeah.
coin.
Yep. Can you
It was
zoom
in
in
a
some more?
newspaper, and it was a really bad image, so that's the best I could do. But you can see the shaded areas
Yeah.
from like Virginia to New York
Wow.
on the East Coast. And it was really rough in the DC Philadelphia area. Yet there's no pictures from Philadelphia
That's so weird.
and only one from DC.
That's how bad it was. You see
Good
that,
night,
guys?
John Nada. Everybody say good night to John Nada.
Hey, good night, John Anna. Thanks for coming.
Yes,
Good night,
thank
John,
you.
again.
Good night, John Nada.
Check it out,
Now-
guys. Wow.
Yeah, but a lot of these photos are also from the states in the Midwest before it got to the East Coast.
And now you see the name
This is all
Black
the same
Cloud.
storm.
See the black?
Yeah.
Wow. Pretty spooky looking.
I can't imagine driving through that.
Can you imagine trying to breathe?
Hey, Sandy, that almost looks like a derecho.
A dust derecho.
Yeah, it's just that it's a big dust cloud. But yeah.
Yeah. The people wearing their masks so they can breathe, I guess.
So the one in the middle is on the right is definitely New York City.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only one that I could confirm is New York City because of the Empire State Building.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the end of that folder.
Yep. That, like I said, that's the new one. I'm wanting to show it to you guys.
And how'd you find that one? How'd you come across that one, Teresa?
I belong to different kind of groups and weather groups, and it was talking about like history and things that happened many years ago, and I found it in a historical group, and I'm looking like I don't remember that. That's why I found it, like a historical group about memories of what happened many years ago. That's how I came across it. I was like, no.
Quan Tom says crazy, never heard of this ever.
Yeah.
And High Pocket says never heard of this, but not surprised.
But a lot of stuff can be found in those kind of groups. So history groups, vintage groups, stuff like that. And that helps out a lot going there.
You would think we would have heard about this stuff.
Exactly. And I was like, what? I'm like, no, I got to show this to Sandy ASAP. And I did not post that one. Sandy's like, no, save it for the show. I'm like, okay. She gets mad at me when I post stuff. No, save it. I have a habit of posting new stuff, and it kind of upsets her. right, Sandy?
Well,
So,
it should upset the viewers because
yeah,
all the new stuff is gone then.
I know, my
You want to
bad.
save the new stuff for the shows.
I'm going to get better at it, I promise. It's like I can't
So here's
wait.
another one that no one's gonna know. This is a total, but you should be able to guess on this one. If you don't know it, you should be able to at least guess. Recently, I saw a mural that made me realize a local neighborhood name had changed. This image here shows you the neighborhood, some of the neighborhoods in Philadelphia, like Bella Vista, East Passyunk, Pensport, Chinatown, Rittenhouse. There's a lot of different neighborhoods. One of them, next slide, Brian. Okay. I'm guessing you don't know it, so if you don't know it, feel free to guess. I know most of you will not know this, but I'll ask anyway. What is the name of Philadelphia's oldest neighborhood? It begins with a Q. Village. Anybody want to take a guess? Wizardry.
I've been to Pennsylvania many times, but I'm not familiar with this.
Okay. I don't think anyone outside of the area would really know the neighborhoods because it's not really written out in a lot of places. Like when I moved to this apartment, I had no idea what neighborhood I was in. I had to search that information out. Not Quiet, not Quincy. Good guesses though. Not many words with Q's. I like Quincy though. I like that.
Can we flip over to the next one yet? Or are we still waiting on answers?
Sure, go ahead, because they're just guessing. Of course you can. So this is the actual mural on the Schuylkill Expressway that I drive on every day. You can see the mural at the top where it says arterial. And zoomed in, you can see that it says Queen Village. I am fully aware that there is a Queens Village in New York, just known as Queens. But we also had a Queens Village here in Philly. Now it's always been Queen. Now wait till you see its residue. I'm sorry there's a lot of it, but I need this is to convince you guys because I knew you didn't know this at all. Here's current reality, Queen Village in Southwark. Okay, so here we go. Starting with CBS Philly. Police investigate Queens Village double shooting. Below, man shot in Queens Village. But on the screen it says Queen, not Queens. I'm waiting for it to go on my screen, Brian.
And that's what you
The
remember?
top one, surveillance video Huh?
You remember Queens Village?
Yes. Surveillance video captures man stealing several items, including bicycle, from residents in Queens Village. Queens Village Mini Market. The name of the store is not the same as the neighborhood it's in. Members of the Queens Village Neighborhood Association. And I made sure to include, where it said Philadelphia, so you know it's not New York. Okay, this is a company in Philadelphia, and they serve Queens Village. in Philly. This is Philadelphia's website. Even they don't know what the name of the village is. There's just a lot. You don't have to read them all, but there's a lot. GoPuff is hiring in Queens Village. I mean, it's apartments for rent in Queens Village, Airbnb. This one at the top goes back and forth between Queen and Queens.
That's strange.
Yeah. I mean, it's everywhere.
Yeah, that's it on that one.
Yeah, and why would they all
Great
get it
time.
wrong?
What'd you say,
Yeah.
Jeff? Sorry.
I said, why would they all get it wrong? It doesn't make any sense. We're seeing so much of that. We never used to see that stuff before with anything.
And
Oh, yeah,
Philadelphia's
you
own
see-
website gets it wrong.
You see
Yeah,
a complete mismatch
crazy.
of what's in the context and what's in the title.
And that's when you know it's a change. It's obvious.
Mhm.
Like, I don't even have to be familiar with something, and I see that, and I know it's a change.
That's why I covered it the way I did.
Yeah.
Brian, do the logos folder first. I've added a lot of stuff to it, including stuff that people sent me in the chat. Well, I don't know if Burgos is still here, but I added
Where are
stuff
the logos?
in the folder.
Which folder?
You have to scroll down a little bit.
Come on,
It's
the one with the
first
moon?
one. I sent you. Yeah, the one with the moon that you took. Yes,
Yeah, I thought we covered this one. No?
we did. But there's more added to it.
Oh, okay.
So Brian took a picture of the moon, and I really do not remember these 3 white dots forming a line like Orion's belt across the surface of the moon. I really don't remember them. I used to take pictures of the moon with my digital SLR camera. I don't remember those dots. I think it's highly unlikely that, 3 things hit the moon and caused 3 dots recently, but because anything's possible, right? You don't have to play this if you don't risk a copyright. Didn't you already play that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I played it before.
Really quickly, yeah. Residue of king tide only having the snake, no bird. Residue of elephant / woolly mammoths having straight, thick feet, legs like I remember. No tiny ankle, suction cup looking foot. And residue of Uncle Sam's hat. A better representation of what I remember for Superman's logo, where it's like squared off instead of looking like a snake.
Yes.
Uncle Sam again. And a long time ago, I covered Stay Golden Pony Boy is Stay Gold. And this is residue of Stay Golden, even though it's Golden Girls.
Yeah, it was Stay Golden.
Yeah, Sandy, you see my Superman tattoo, right?
Yeah, you should have been on air before.
Yeah. It's kind of like that right there. You want me to show it again?
Go for it.
Okay. So there's my Superman tattoo. Everybody see that? And it also has the red bar flag residue, which is crazy.
Oh wow, nice.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Thanks.
Squared off. That's what I remember.
Me too.
I'm going back into that folder that you had sent me.
All right, so this is a cartoon. The bottom is her pretending to be the statue on top of the Capitol, like, you know, daydreaming, imagining. The top is the same little girl being told about the person who the statue is of on top of the Capitol. But in that same mural that she's looking at, the Capitol has the flag on top like we remember, not the statue. Okay, so I don't remember ever seeing M's like this. This is a really old paper. I think it's 1914. They're M's and N's together. So it's like an N, but also an M. I don't know, I just want to point out it's weird. But the other thing that I'm pointing out is I don't remember all these periods. Periods after states, periods after titles, periods after dates. They're everywhere. I don't remember that. In all my research, I've researched old stuff going back to the 1500s, maps going back to the 1600s. I don't remember these periods. This is weird.
Very
Welcome,
weird.
Dean. Okay, so Federal Home. It's the 1976 logo, and I just do not ever remember merging like this when I was growing up. No, I was not cognizant of changes or merging in 76, but that's before. So it definitely shouldn't have been happening. Brian, go back. I wasn't done.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. So again, with the old logo theme, capital, that A, I don't know. It just seems off to me. Let's see. I don't know. That may not be changed. I don't know. It's just weird pointing it out. But the football tops card, that's changed for me. The T, the B being merged, the B looking like the backwards 6, the T being the F overlapping, it's just all wrong. It's not right for me. And the very bottom, I don't remember who first covered it. I think it was maybe it's Mandela or Moneybags, one of them. Macintosh Apples has a K in it now, and now so does this movie. I don't remember the K in the Macintosh Man.
Macintosh never had the K.
Macintosh has a K?
Yeah.
I gotta check that out. That's ridiculous.
So recently I covered SpongeBob. Teresa and I found a lot of changes with SpongeBob, but this is to point out for if in case any of you didn't see the color very well. This is a cake made by How to Cook That on YouTube, and she made very clearly green inside the openings of the sponge. It's green. It was not green in my past. It was like a light tan, not green at all, but now it's green. And that's just one of the changes. There's a lot. On the left, PayPal, it says Chuck E. Cheese's on the card. Below, Chuck E. Cheese. And on the top, I'm not sure about the leaf in VH1, but it still looks wrong to me, but I'm not 100% sure. What I am 100% sure of, that one in the VH1 was not flipped in the wrong direction. It wasn't backwards. And the second logo, I don't even remember. But, Brian, you need to go back. I'm not done.
Okay, I'm really
I'm
sorry.
literally
It's
in the middle of a
getting late.
sentence here.
It's getting kind of late. The sun's going down.
So Brian pointed out, like I was talking about the merging, but Brian pointed out the H is actually a plus sign. It's darker, the plus sign. So really the logo says 6 + 1. So
I
7.
never realized that
I don't know. It's
until recently.
no, never. Apparently it's been the logo for 6 years. Okay, again, this is not a company that I know. I don't know if it's a change. I just find it odd that the A is a closed off pyramid that's cut. And the weird part is what really caught my attention is the star mart and the star card. The star card on the left it's a curved T, but the bar goes all the way through. But star mart, it's cut off. So they have two different T's going on there. ShopRite is a local supermarket here, and I was sitting in line at McDonald's, and I noticed their truck, and it was the old truck, and it was merged, the R and the I, and they've had that logo since 1975, merged like
Now
that.
I know that ain't right.
No. And supermarkets has the crooked E's back in 1975, and the curved T's. Don't remember that stuff at all.
I used to shop there a lot. I know it wasn't like that.
Teresa, you want to talk about your residue? Teresa,
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
talk about
So,
your residue.
okay. So I found a few pieces of residue a while back, and I just been kind of holding on to them and decided to finally give them to Sandy. So the first one I found was a sign in front of Captain Crunch. As you see, it was Christmas time, which is a few months ago, and the sign literally said Captain Crunch. And as you know now, it's Cap'n Crunch. And then the mask have the red bar flag below them. If you look, you see the red bar there below it. And then the heart, I saw that at an indoor swap meet around Christmas time. It's an ornament. And again, you see the red bar below below the blue and white stars. And that's pretty much it. I've just been holding on to it and decided it was time.
That's good residue right there.
Thank you. That's why I took the pictures.
Ed Hen found that one.
Yep. Yeah.
The lion shall lie down with the lamb, and a little child shall lead them. Isaiah 11:6.
Nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
This is from Ed Hen. Brian, stay here a second. I need to say something. So actually okay, I said to stay here. So let me explain this one. Then stay here. Don't go anywhere.
Stay, Brian.
All right. So Macintosh Man. It's actually residue. Macintosh Man is actually residue because what actually changed is it was MAC and now it's MC. The A is missing in Macintosh apples. It's not.
That's right.
But I still don't remember the K in the movie. So the K is new for me. But it's residue of MAC in Macintosh.
Yep.
That's how. It wasn't my change, so I got confused. And I wasn't the one who found the Macintosh apples. So it was MAC Macintosh, and now it's MC.
Yeah. That's an old one, Sandy.
So actually, the Macintosh Man is residue because it's MAC, like
Yep.
Macintosh apples used to be.
Agree. Agree.
All right, Brian, you can go on to the next one, which comes from Burgos.
Yay.
He remembers the peace sign upside down.
Oh, really?
Here's a peace sign upside down.
Me too.
Interesting. Really?
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't remember it that way. It's new for me.
I don't either, but I know a
Yeah.
lot of people do.
That's crazy.
And then this was sent to me by Michael Fontaine. They look a
Nice.
little off to me, but they're a little more centered than they are off.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's all of it.
Is that everything?
It's everything in that folder.
Oh, wow.
So I think we covered everything tonight, you guys. It's
Almost
We
3
did.
hours.
We
a
covered
show.
everything.
great show. Thanks for
Yes.
coming, you guys. We hope to do another one. I'd like to do another one maybe during the week to get caught up here, but if we, I mean, it's all depending on Sandy's and Teresa's schedule.
Yeah.
You know, we may have
We
room
shall
for a
see.
Tuesday or
I
Wednesday
think
show,
so.
right?
I think we'll be okay.
For like a Tuesday or Wednesday show. And Jeff, you're welcome to come back on, brother, if you want.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks. Yeah, I will.
Yeah. Thank you
All
for
right.
coming.
Thanks for having me again. I had a good time.
Yeah,
Oh,
no
that's
problem,
good.
buddy. And I'll shoot you a link, or at least, I mean, I'll let you know beforehand
Okay.
when we're going to run a show.
Sounds great.
All right. Well, everyone have a great Mandela Effect night. God bless.
Good night, everyone.
Night,
Good night.
everyone.
Good
night,
night,
everybody.
everyone.